Women's soccer hasn't always been what it is today. In fact, for 50 years, women's football was banned around the world in some countries. The sport's rich history and timeline is all detailed in author Clelia Castr-Malaspina's new book, Girls with Goals, that was just released this month. And she joins us now via Zoom to talk about her writing inspirations. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Thanks for having me.
From one diehard soccer fan to another, it's great to kick off this segment with you. All right, tell us what this book is all about, because it's the evolution of soccer that's gotten so popular, specifically in the United States, Clelia.
Yeah, so this book is about the history of women's soccer from its very humble beginnings in the 1880s when women were literally chased off the field. To now, this modern day era that is just kind of like a golden era of the sport. It's the first book on the market that kind of covers history end to end. And if you're a fan of women's soccer, you're going to love it.
When did your love for soccer begin? Was it at that Rose Bowl in 1999?
In 1999, I was 16 years old. I was living actually in New Jersey, and I went to Giant Stadium for the opening match of the Women's World Cup. And, you know, as a young soccer player, a kid who loves soccer, seeing these women, Mia Hamm, Brandi Chastain, Michelle Akers, Brianna Scurry, Julie Foudy, just these strong, powerful athletes who were women, who wore ponytails and sports bras, just like me and my friends. It was just this incredibly powerful moment for me as a kid, like really a defining moment, really, to see, you know, girlhood and femininity celebrated in such a way. And it stayed with me. And my love for this team stayed with me. And the U.S. Women's National Team just continued to bring all these amazing milestone moments through my adulthood. And when it came time for me to find a topic to write about, it was easy to go to women's soccer, this team and sport that I've loved for so long, and want to write their history. I was actually surprised that a book on this topic didn't already exist, given how I'm not the only one who feels this passionately about this sport and this team.
You know, Clelia, that 1999 team was so captivating. There were over 90,000 people at the Rose Bowl for that game winner in PKs against China when Brandi Chastain. I don't think a lot of people realize this. She kicked the game winner with her left foot, and she's a righty. She was trying to catch China off guard.
Yes.
I'm a huge soccer fan, and that was a springboard for what's to come, because how has that year, 1999, springboarded the last 25 years? Because women's soccer has only gotten bigger, bolder, and better. Now they're getting paid like men, and their ratings are equal, if not better.
Yeah, so that was really the first time, and not just women's soccer, but women's sports was taken seriously on a huge level. It was commercial like we've never seen before. It made money like we've never seen before. These female athletes were treated like superstars at the level of certain huge male stars for the first time ever. It was a really kind of equalizing moment. It was a little fleeting, you know, lasted those 2 weeks, but it did set the groundwork for what was to come afterwards. But I remember in the 90s, there was a commercial with Michael Jordan and Mia Hamm side by side playing sports against each other. And I think that really kind of defines the moment, that you had this huge superstar male athlete with this new female superstar athlete side by side.
What kind of research did you do? Do you have a favorite expert? Did you have, excerpt? Do you have a favorite interview that you conducted throughout this great book, Girls with Goals?
Yeah, well, you know, it was pretty daunting at first because it was covering like the entire history of the sport, right? A lot of books that are out there kind of look at one chapter in sport, but this one was the whole dang thing. And for me, there's so many surprises in it for me. Like, I thought women's soccer, the story started in 1999, but it actually had a 100-year history before that. So some of the things that surprised me were like, that the Victorian English women were starting to play organized soccer in the 1880s, that women's soccer had a league of their own moment during World War I with soccer in England, where all the men went to war and women started playing, and big crowds would come up. Women's soccer was banned for 50 years in a lot of countries, and there was even like a rogue World Cup in the 70s where 100,000 people showed up in Mexico. That seems to have been forgotten.
Favorite women's soccer player of all time, real quick, then I'll tell you mine.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, I mean, I have a lot of love for the 99ers, and I will say, so Julie Foudy was on that team.
She's an analyst now.
When I was in high school. Yes, I love her. Continuing to be able to see her like really delights me. But in the course of this book, I always knew her this like amazing player, this amazing personality, but I learned that she was actually one of the first players, if not the first player, to really fight for fair pay years before, Megan Rapinoe and Alex Morgan. She did that in the 90s. And she was really the first one to stand up for female soccer athletes, being like, it's not fair that we don't get paid as much as men or even anywhere close to that. So she's amazing.
Oh, you know who my favorite player was? Abby Wambach. But you know what? All the ladies are winners. Your book is tremendous. In fact, I'm holding a copy right now. Thanks so much for sending it my way. It was released this month. Girls with Goals is available to buy online and on Amazon, or you can log on to Quattro.com. Clelia, thanks for the time.